I was friends with the quiet kid, and he saved me in a way nobody ever would have suspected. Julius had been in our grade since elementary school, but I don't think I'd ever heard him say more than 5 words at a time. That changed when I helped him pick up his books one day after one guy knocked them out of his hands in the hallway. "Thanks," Julius said after I handed him his worn black notebook. "You made my nice people list." I thought it was sweet that he had a list of people that helped him out before. "I owe them," he'd say. But it wasn't only that. I liked how he could name every good person at school with specific reasons why they made his list. He remembered how Jody had shared her lunch with him in 3rd grade when he'd forgotten his money, and how Mr. Ocampo let him turn in late work without taking points off or getting angry, and how Angela invited him to her birthday party in 5th grade when he knew nobody else wanted him there. But one day I asked him, "What about the kids that aren't on the list?" Julius paused, his face more serious than usual. "You mean the bad people? Well, they'll get what's coming to them." "Oh, you mean like karma?" I asked. "Yeah, something like karma," he said, gripping his notebook, but something in his voice made all the hair on my skin rise up. Then I saw him scratch off Aisha's name from his good people list with a bright red pen. When I asked what happened, Julius frowned and said quietly, "She laughed during my presentation yesterday when I stuttered. She laughed and mocked me. I really thought she was different. I felt bad. But when I looked back at the way he scribbled out her name, I couldn't help but feel anxious. What if that were my name one day, all scratched up like that?" Then out of nowhere, he added, "Have you ever seen Death Note? You know, that anime where the guy writes names in a notebook?" I nodded, feeling even more uneasy. "Do you think Kira was wrong?" he asked, "for getting rid of the bad people?" I tried to keep it light. "Julius, that's just a show," but he wouldn't let it go. "But if someone could actually do it, remove the people who hurt others, would that be so terrible?" I looked at him. "Hurting someone, whether you think they're good or bad, isn't right," I told him nervously. "Even if it makes the world a better place?" He stared back. I couldn't answer him. I felt like if I did, my name would be crossed off next, and something told me that wouldn't end well for me. And I was right. I woke up to Julius texting me at 5 a.m. "Don't come to school today. You're one of the good ones." My hands started shaking. "What do you mean, Julius?" I texted back. No response. I sat there glued to my seat while my mom warned me I'd be late for the bus. I thought back to the list and started messaging each person one by one, asking if Julius texted them too. Angela was the first to reply. "Yeah, he told me to stay home. What's going on?" I'm kind of freaked out. More and more people responded with the same panicked and confused tone, all confirming they'd gotten the same warning. We all knew what this meant. The Death Note conversation, the lists, the warnings. I told my parents immediately. "Call 911, now." The police found Julius in the 2nd floor bathroom at 7 a.m., but he wasn't armed like they expected. He was hiding out in a stall. "Check Jason's car," he said, pointing out to one of the school bullies. They thought he was trying to deflect until they searched the parking lot. In Jason's trunk, they found 2 firearms and a hit list, but it wasn't Jason's handwriting. It belonged to 3 different kids, all ones on Julius's bad list. They'd been planning it for months in a group chat called Day of Reckoning. Julius had screenshots of everything. He'd been collecting evidence for 3 years. "Then why write the good people list?" the officers asked him. He smiled softly. "Well, I owe them. If anyone could survive, I wanted it to be them."